All right, all right, all right. Peace, peace, peace to the fam. This is another installment of the Heavy Hitters Debate League. Today is just like a more or less an open forum. We're gonna keep our eyes open for anybody that wants to actually join in on the panel. The panel is always open to the public. Um, you don't even have to necessarily be part of the Heavy Hitters Debate League. I'm gonna just say that we are just that advantageous, and we are confident in our work. So I do want to. This is your brother and host, Heru Conscious, aka Melanin God, and I want to introduce my co-host. He's one of the co-hosts because we have several. But today I want to introduce my brother Ifa, and I'm going to go ahead and let him speak for himself. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Peace to everybody out there. Yeah, we encourage people to join in on the conversations, whatever type of topic that we're dealing with. And I notice a lot of people in the back chat have a lot of things that they want to talk about. So this is a great forum for other people to get in on.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that what's happening today is a lot of people have a lot of voices. There's a lot of voices out here. A lot of people have opinions. Uh, they have statements that they make, and it's dealing with not only the community but family and or just individually. And so, what I'd like to see is people come up out of the world of Facebook where everything is uh, monitored heavily. It's all typing and memes. Get at come on the live platform, and we can articulate these things. We can discuss them, and we can dissect information. And that's what this really all about. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Because I'm noticing a lot of people just post and run.
Oh man, listen, we got a lot
I'm
of that.
seeing a lot of that, man.
A whole lot of that. It's people that or they got a whole lot of mouth through
Oh
through
yeah,
typing, but
oh
they
yeah,
they lack they lack the sources, and they're definitely afraid to jump on the panel.
yeah. Well,
So
if
I'm,
you
I'm wondering I'm wondering why I'm wondering why this is. I mean, you get some guys out here that swear they have you know supreme scholarship, and
exactly,
so me myself, I'm looking, debate league the size of ours. I'm looking at it like, what goodness, when we gonna see the scholarship? You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, definitely,
They'll
definitely.
they'll give us they'll give us they will definitely give us 6 hours, maybe even 8. Some people longer than that. A typing, meaningless typing.
Yeah, and typing where the topic you're on one topic and ended up talking about 8 topics at one time just to prove that you're right on something, and that's not what it's about. We deal with each topic separately, and we end with that topic, and then if you want to talk about something else, begin with the next topic.
Exactly. And so that's what we're gonna be doing on this league, and on this channel. We are going to be making sure that we moderate these things correctly, so that things stay on topic, so we can deal with the topic and find closure. You know what I mean? One way or another, we're going to get the answers that we're looking for, and then we're going to find closure. Then we can open up another topic. But see,
Exactly.
what happens is these guys, they find themselves where they done swam in too deep, and now they done dug a hole for themselves, and what's crazy is they didn't know when to stop digging.
Exactly.
Now you done dug yourself in too deep. This information is chewed up, and now you doing the spin. Doing the spin method. You want to go from home base to first, second, and
Your
third,
pick. Right.
and get back to home without actually dealing with the first topic.
Exactly.
So it's a deflective tactic is what they're pulling. Also on this open forum, this is our first show on YouTube, by the way. And so what I want to let the viewers know, and what I want to let any potential contestant or addition to the panel, I should say, what we should do is make sure that we actually have. We should make sure that we actually have this to the point where we are moderating to where like all we see all the tactics they pull on Facebook, or even if they join like the back chats and we do a live call there.
Right.
We've seen that people just completely lose it. They cuss everybody out, and
Fallacies.
yeah, we don't need that. That it's just not a good look. We don't need just a bunch of conjecture and uh, smoke up our ass, so to speak.
Right.
We don't need that. What we're looking for is information that we can verify.
Right.
If we preferably, I would hope that people would sit down, take it serious, man. Maybe put together a PowerPoint or create some slides or something so that they can articulate what they're talking about, and that we have references that we can research and then validate those things as truth. um but
And,
just the
we
point.
need to deal with specifics as far as geographical locations and the time period that you're starting off what you're talking about.
Right, very important.
Very
Very
important.
important. Because something, Ifa, I'm glad you mentioned that. A lot of brothers, what they do is they conflate uh historical timestamps.
Exactly.
Like they might what they do is they try to mix all that shit up in one fucking box, bro, and make it like it just happened in this one period, when
Exactly.
that's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's various topics that we're gonna be dealing with on this show, and I can almost promise you this: you Hebrew Israelites out there, y'all more than welcome to jump on this panel, but y'all gonna have a hard time on this panel,
A very hard time.
a very hard time, because right now I have absolutely faced some of y'all biggest people, and they still didn't have no answers for me. So I want to be very clear. If you call yourself gonna come for Heru Conscious, man, you better have your shit together.
Yeah,
Because I'm
exactly.
telling you, that's anybody from the heavy hitters panel. The heavy hitters debate league, or our actual team. I can't say that I've seen anyone actually get defeated. And I'm not gonna just give my opinion. I mean, anybody's welcome to look at that Facebook group, Heavy Hitters Debate League 3. Uh, y'all can just simply type that in. You'll find our league, and you will not see any heavy hitter ever get defeated because we own our studies.
Right. We're
But
doing the research.
yeah, man, we got to. You got to, because see what happens is they people throw them curveballs in there. They throw the curveballs to see if you really on your game. Then you just have the absolute pseudo. They come in there with that pseudo shit, but they deep down inside they really want to learn. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But one thing we're not gonna do on this show is we're not gonna allow any brother or sister to get on here and just continuously ask questions. Um, That's another deflective tactic that they do. They ask a bunch of questions so they never have to prove shit. They want to
Right.
keep you on the defensive the whole time. And that's not debating. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's not. And you're right. It's a deflection. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the straw man arguments. And I have to prove. And also, if you make a claim, it's not for me to prove your claim wrong. You have to prove your claim to us.
Right. Once you present your information to prove your claim, now the onus is on me to bring whatever academia I have to disprove it. But you just can't be making claims with no proof.
And we've seen a lot of that. A lot of that.
Oh man, listen,
It's just claim all day.
I haven't even released the past, 3 shows we did. I haven't even released them yet. There's one, we actually have one that's in the group that I released. I believe that's our very first one.
Oh, okay.
But as far as YouTube, this is our very first. And the other, trust me, I'm going to release those shows, so people can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is they're it's a perfect example of what not to do.
For real, brother. For real. There's a lot of tomfoolery in the conscious community, man.
Man,
a lot of tomfoolery. And this want to identify other than who they really are. So if you're identifying with a certain group of people or population that you claim you are, well, let's show the evidence. Provide the evidence.
Right.
That you're of that lineage. But just because you say so, or because somebody in your family told you, it's not good enough.
Exactly, brother. So that's I want people to be very clear before they actually jump on the channel or want to get on the platform, that what they see on a lot of these other shows or other channels, it simply is not going to go. We're gonna make sure that we're equipped with moderators that's actually fair, and they're not biased. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
So
we're gonna need a lot of moderators.
man, listen, we're gonna need them for the chats, the our live chats. We're gonna need them for we're gonna need them for quite a few things, but
right.
But we gotta make sure that if nothing else, we have to make sure that we are at least protecting the integrity of the brand itself. And I absolutely plan on taking Heavy Hitters Debate League to the top. I might even just go ahead and get that patent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And another thing, when we challenge someone, we're not challenging the person. We're challenging the information that the person is disseminating. And I don't know why people go and get upset and take it personal and then start doing ad hominems instead of dealing with the topic with the information that you have. And if your information is flawed, that's just what it is. It's flawed.
And I'm glad you mentioned that too, bro, because we're not gonna do with that. We're not gonna deal with that either. The ad hominems, the red herrings, the straw man arguments. We're not doing that. That shit will get you kicked right off the panel.
Right off.
We're not doing that. And we're gonna be fair. We're gonna give you ample opportunity to unfuck yourself and straighten it up.
There you go.
We're not doing that. I'm not here because I'm not trying to face people because I hate you. No, I actually love you. That's why I want to give you this information.
Exactly. We're clearing up all the misinformation out here. We're clearing it up, man, because there's a lot of misinformation. That's kind of dangerous, man, when you taking in information that's false.
Yes, sir.
And if you love your community like you claim you do, You wouldn't want them with false information walking around, and then you teaching your children or your grandchildren false information.
Man. I mean, my thing is the person that puts that out, how can you sleep at night? Knowing that you potentially gave somebody some poisonous information. You know, somebody could really act on what you just got to
That,
speaking on.
that's my point. You're right.
Now they ass locked up, can't see their family no more, and it's all because of you. They listened to you. They believed in you. That's why I'm hunting down the pseudos. Everybody call me the pseudo hunter. I'm hunting down the pseudos because they're dangerous. And it's a cancer to the community.
Definitely.
Cancers must be removed. You know what I'm saying? You have to treat that. You have to treat that very aggressively when you're dealing with cancer. You got to get it out of there. So I welcome all y'all pseudos to get on this damn show.
Exactly.
Please get on the show.
Yeah, get on the show. Have
because
some heart.
It's gonna go down. It is gonna go down.
So you have a live chat on here as well, right? Is that running?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right now we don't have no viewers yet. And it's
Right.
just because this is our very first time streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
And I haven't shared it anywhere yet.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make sure that this gets into all the groups where people can see what we're doing. And yeah, man, we not playing. We're not playing. My thing is that if you have 6 to 8 hours to type on Facebook, man, you got an hour to get on this live. You got at least an hour to get on the live.
At least.
Let the people know you real. My thing is, what are you afraid of? If you that confident in what you're saying and you repeating yourself for 6 to 8 hours, why not get on here for an hour and just articulate?
That's because some of them are listening to a YouTube channel with false information and they got it on pause, so they got to unpause it just to get the rest of it out.
Man.
And you can't do that live. So they're regurgitating false information. you got a lot of people that do research for maybe 5 years on total junk. That's not even dealing with reality. You got pseudoscientists in here. People that's alleging that they understand what science is, and they can't even distinguish a theory from a scientific theory. They can't tell you what the difference is. It's a lot of people under the illusion that gravity doesn't exist. These are just examples of what we deal with every day.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this is going to be dispelled straight up.
Oh, I got news for the flat earthers too. I'm on y'all head too, because listen, man, how many times does this have to be power drived in the ground? Like, the whole flat earth thing has been destroyed. It's been debunked
a long time ago,
several times. Like Neil Tyson DeGrasse, I think he gave an excellent presentation that absolutely debunks the flat earth. And this is a black astrophysicist.
You mean they got black astrophysicists?
Yeah, I thought it was a white man science, though.
It's the white man science, ain't it? Yeah, Brother Shaw.
Oh man, he's brilliant,
man.
If you get a chance, man, that's to any of the viewers, man. Look out for his books, man. His work, man. That man has some fire for you, because that's what people are gravitating to now. Physics. They looking at quantum physics, quantum mechanics. People are starting to dive into this shit, and I think this is what's going to shift the paradigm.
Right.
We about to step into something different.
Yeah, because Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I was gonna say, don't get me wrong. Even as minute as some of them posts that I nitpick people on in our Facebook group, trust me, I could very easily bring them same topics right here to the main stage, and I will stand undefeated. I'm
Go.
confident on that. It's just funny, man. Like I say, I think back and I keep reflecting on that. For how many people we see daily they post like crazy, got so much to say, even will tag you in they post, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But won't get on these live broadcastings.
I mean, with bold statements, bold so-called claims,
Mm-hmm.
and will type for a half hour, like you said, type for a half hour, total nonsense that can be debunked. Well, won't give you a chance to even answer, showing pictures and other kind of memes and stuff that have nothing to do with what they're trying to explain.
Right.
And so, you have a lot of that going on, but then when it comes to the live, it's crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to enter in what they said on the back chat on the live. Just come on the live. It's real easy. You can come on for 5 minutes if you're that adamant about what your information is. And then you stand on that information, and you can, and it's credible. You got sources, you got it all. But what I'm seeing is a lot of cut and pasting as well. I'm seeing people getting source, cutting it from this book, from another
Oh
book.
yeah. They conflating and mixing shit up,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And it
then
does,
and then at the end of the day, it becomes plagiarism too, because they'll
exactly.
claim it as their own work.
Exactly. Not
I've
even telling
seen
you the
it happen.
authors. Not even telling you who the authors are. Because
Nope.
when I see an author, I'm looking up the author's history, and I want to know what type of degree this author has.
Yeah, what does he really specialize in? Like I had a brother. I had a brother one time. We were speaking on the terms of genetics, right?
Right.
And he dropped a link, but the author of that from that source, the dude just he was an IT guy. That was his credentials. So it was just some shit he wrote up from his own perspective. You can't see this is why you have to dig in and you have to look and see, is this peer reviewed source material, or is this
Right.
just coming from the author's point of view? I can create a website right now. I can go to GoDaddy and make a cheap ass website and start putting out my point of view. That doesn't mean that it's accredited. You know what I'm saying?
Because right.
What people put that
Right.
under scrutiny?
Yeah. A lot of people are not using proper research methodology.
No, you're right. You're right.
They just Google anything. And if it pops up, oh yeah, this is, but you're not, what's the source? Is it peer reviewed? Is it a scientific journal? What are we
Man,
doing
listen,
here?
I can tell you right now, if their source doesn't start with at least an abstract, then they done fucked up. You have to have an abstract and a conclusion.
Exactly. Exactly.
When something has been reviewed by peers and it has gone under certain scrutiny, according to the subdisciplines of that field of study. If these guys don't come in here with just a regular quick read, we're not having that. We're not having quick reads. You can find 5-10 minute quick reads on Google all day long.
All day long, man. All day long.
So they need to know how to look for academic sources and the right way to search for them. You just can't type shit in the search engine and think you're gonna get what you're looking for.
Right.
You got to be very specific, and it depends on what search engine you're using too.
Exactly.
I don't want to promote too much, but like Some folks go with that DuckDuckGo. Uh, some people go with Google Scholar. You know, I
Right.
go with what's gonna bring them real academic sources that's cited. That's what I'm looking for, them citations. You get something out there that ain't been cited but one time. Come on, man.
Yeah, right. Right.
But you gonna bring
And
that to the
also
map.
and also using words out of context. You
Mm-hmm.
don't even know what the word really means. What is the definition of the word you using? So the
Yeah,
last time I
brother.
checked, a lot of people threw out the word conjecture. Like you used it earlier in its proper context.
Right.
But a lot of people will say, well, that's just conjecture because you never heard it before. So you say, that's conjecture. No, conjecture is based upon opinion.
Right.
No, use it in its proper context.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's just a theory. What do you mean? Theory isn't something where you just say, hey, I think this experiment I've done has credibility because I think it is so. Now, that's not a theory because it has to be verified, tested, and peer reviewed before it even becomes a theory.
Right.
Then it's another process before it becomes a scientific theory.
Scientific. That's there you go, sir. You
So
are
people
absolutely.
need to understand that. Stop throwing that word. Oh, that's just a theory. Oh, gravity is just a theory. What are you talking about?
And also, let's get into this one. The word pseudo.
Oh, they throw that around.
I've seen people call academic peer reviewed sources, right? They called it pseudo, called
Mm-hmm.
it garbage. See, the problem with that is people like that, they are discrediting people with their doctorate, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have a GED. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not saying that you have to absolutely go to college to be smart and brilliant in any particular field, because it's not wide open. You don't necessarily have to go to college if you don't want to. But if you want that, if you want uh if you want that documented and accredited, you absolutely have to go through the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Other than that, you just got street credibility for being smart.
Yeah, you got the street scholars.
Don't get me wrong. Some of
Yeah,
them
I
are
mean you.
brilliant.
Oh, of course. You. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the issue. They can't do nothing with it.
Right.
I mean, they could teach on the streets. That's what's best, or they can get smart and generate their own like nonprofit organization and teach that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's the most that come out of it. Going through the channels though, uh, obtaining your degrees, man, that could open up a whole different world. Now you're doing lectures yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just one example. But you're actually working in the field. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, man, I just saying, like, I can't see how
So, and
people waste.
we gonna yeah, but we're gonna clear up also the misunderstanding of evolution. That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
These
And we got to.
That's a
You got
big
you got people you
misunderstanding.
got people really believe that like you just come from monkeys. Like come
Right.
on, man. Or they think that that's what we think.
Exactly. And
And
or
and,
that's what
and
we're saying. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
but they're misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna go in because I don't want. That's another show.
You are right. I'm just naming these are the topics, right, that
Yeah,
we're gonna
because
be
I can
dealing with.
tell them right now where their misunderstanding is at. But we'll wait till we air that show. But I'm telling you right now, once we reveal this to these folks, man, their eyes gonna open up.
And
See,
evolution is a fact. Evolution is a fact and can be proven.
Well, shit is still look. Shit, we still evolving to
We
this
still
day
evolving till this day. Exactly. No doubt. No doubt.
on several levels.
No doubt. That's the truth. But we gonna get on. That might be our next show. I don't know. It depends on
Man,
what
you know
you.
what, brother?
That would be a good one.
Let's make that for real.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go ahead and show them the evolution is real on our next show.
Right. That's going to be the topic for the next show is evolution, and we're not going to go off into off topic on it. We're going to stay right on that topic of evolution. I'm tired of people coming in trying to, just distract us with something else off topic of evolution. We're going
Well,
to stay
they
right
you know
on.
what they do? They give us their understanding of it, and then they don't want to hear shit else.
Yep.
That's the problem. See, they have to be willing to listen as well as give information.
Exactly. So you're not going to do 20 minutes of talking. And when we get 1 minute to say something, you talking over top, you get 20 more.
hmm
Saying the same rhetoric you said in the beginning. It's not making any sense.
Yeah, we gotta get El Yah on this panel, man, because he does that. And now that we here, he should have been the first one in line. But I guess he still got his hands in some fish.
Brother man, he know law, he know science, oh man, he's a boy. He said what did he tell us? He hit us with he's got 360 degrees of knowledge. That's what he
Man.
said. And I ain't seen him
And,
since.
and he move on law and law alone.
Oh, law. I'm like, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, all right.
I'm still trying to figure out what laws though.
I keep asking him, and he's the law. We're at law, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So we gonna get on that too with the so-called Moors, whatever they supposed to be, and Moor is becoming an ambiguous term. So they're saying that they're Moorish Hebrews,
Oh yeah,
Moorish Christians,
Morris Muslims.
yeah,
Morris,
Moorish Muslims. Come on, brother.
come on, man. You just Morris and you everything, huh? You just a
Yeah,
mixture of everything.
yeah. So
Come
we
on,
gonna
man. You
clear
you
that up
just
also.
you just gotta have dark hue to be a Moor, huh? You from Morocco.
Right. The craziness.
Bruh,
And
man.
all of this came out of a little pamphlet that was plagiarized by Noble Fool Ali. I said it. Wow.
Come on, man. The man made his own version of the Quran.
Koran. He misspelt it.
Oh yeah,
Koran.
Quran.
You know the interesting thing about it is the Ku Klux Klan have the Cloran, the Holy
Man.
Cloran. See, so it's kind of crazy when you start. We're gonna dig deep on the history of Noble Drew Ali. We're gonna dig deep on.
Yes.
Yeah, these are the topics we're gonna be dealing with, and we're trying to present them to you all to show y'all what this show is really gonna be about.
Yes, because we're gonna deal with the facts and the true historicity of these indoctrination chambers. Because that's exactly what they are. All this stuff is just designed to pacify you and keep you as far away from the truth as possible. The fact of the matter is that majority of the people in this world simply have an issue with endings. I'm gonna say that again. People have issues with endings. So what I'm saying is there's attachments. Those attachments keep you sorrowful. I think it's a glorious thing to die. I really do. I may not can tell you what's going to happen on the other side or if there is other side. But I can tell you this, I think it's a glorious thing. Because you
Yeah.
no longer have to worry about the physical shit of this world no more. You don't have to work. You don't have to sweat. You don't have to be hungry. You don't have to release yourself. None of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. I tell you what, this
I
planet
mean,
would be
let
awful
me say
crowded.
no. I'm sorry, bro. Let me say this last thing. I mean, if you really do the research, what God would create a world and organisms that have to eat on other organisms
Ah,
to live?
man, you took the words right out my mouth. Does that make sense to you?
Because plants are alive and they're conscious too. I
For
can
all
prove
you
that theory.
vegetarians, for all you vegans that think, you know, eating plants that you're not eating life,
Mm. We're gonna get on their ass too, brother.
the super
We're gonna get on
vegans,
their ass too.
I don't eat meat. I don't detest killing another animal and life, but you
Mm.
eat plants. Oh, and you're also eating pesticides along with it because
Mm-hmm.
in order to keep the crops from being eaten by insects, they spray it. So you getting
Yep.
chemicals too on your vegetables.
Absolutely. Shit, your apples nowadays, they stay nice and red because it's wax on them.
Because it's wax on them. Yep, definitely. Definitely. We're going to dispel all these myths that are prevalent in our community. Um, like I said, and you brought up a good point. What type of God would create
A world
life
full of
that have to
organisms
world full of organisms that have
that
to
has to
eat
eat
each
it.
other
Come on, man.
in order to live?
You should have a problem with that right away.
Great point.
That's
Great point,
savagery.
man. It is. It is.
You
That
created
shows
a
you how
world. You
magical.
created a world that organisms have to eat other organisms to live, dead or alive.
Exactly.
And most people eat dead shit.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly,
We love it.
exactly.
Ribs, chicken, we love it all. Pork chops, man,
You
man,
name it.
come
We
on,
eat
we
another
love it.
animal,
And they're dead already.
and they're dead. Right. So you think about it. Like I said, we like to say that we came from a creator. So why would we need to eat? If it's a creator, what is he eating? If you
Man,
really, when you get down to it, well, he doesn't eat because he's the creator. Okay, then why do we have to eat?
right.
Well, in the Bible it says, "Oh man, come on." That Genesis, we're gonna tear that up too.
I'm gonna share something with you, brother, that I haven't told many people, but I'm almost like 95% breatharian.
Right.
I eat, but I only eat with what I can fit in my hands. And I eat that once a day. The rest, I'm eating photons.
Mhm.
Trust me, I'm never weak. I've been doing this for years. This is the secret of my youth. The way I
Right.
look youthful and how thin I am, I've been doing this for years. But I will say this, I feel very healthy, youthful. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I can get out here and run with my grandkids. I don't know what a lot of these folks are doing, but they're aging, and I can see it.
Oh yeah. The type of
You know what
diet,
I'm saying?
it's the type of diet and habits that certain people have. Lifestyle as well.
Yeah,
The
well, you know
lifestyle.
what? Let me say this. Some people don't even simply know how to breathe.
Right.
The the correct way of breathing is in through your nose and out through your mouth.
Out through your mouth. Right. Which is
But
like
you got people
meditation.
just people just chucking air through their mouth, in and out. You gotta understand, oxidation rusts pennies.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if our viewers caught what I just said, but oxidation does rust pennies.
Real talk. Real talk.
Got to work on that. Learn how to breathe. And to me, that's the secret of life right there. You got to learn how to breathe. You knew how to breathe before. I don't know what changed it, but it's certain different circumstances for everybody. You probably forgot.
And
How you
drinking
start,
water. Drinking
man.
water. Very important.
You got to drink lots of water.
Lots of water, man.
Lots of water. If anything, water should dominate your day. That's what you're doing. You're drinking water.
Because a lot of people are dehydrated walking around and don't realize it, and it can affect your skin and everything else.
Majority of the people are dehydrated.
Your digest system and everything, man.
Or they're drinking toxic ass water.
Oh yeah.
Go buy your water. It's not that expensive to buy water. Buy your own water. Like
buy your own water.
Stop drinking that tap.
That tap, man. I don't even mess with the tap, man. And if I ever have to, I boil it for a while. Then I'll put it in the refrigerator. But nah, man, I don't mess with tap water. I buy my water.
It's unfortunate that we have to shower and bathe in it.
Right.
But don't get me wrong. A lot of our soaps and shit like that, make sure we good.
Right.
But it's still, when you look at the fact of it all, like you still have to shower and bathe in it. And there's no new water, family. I want people to know that. There's no such thing as new water. This water that we're drinking and we see has been on this earth for billions of years. In fact, water was here before we were.
Correct. The water has never left our planet.
Every civilization creation story, well, I ain't gonna say every, but just about all of them, or the great majority of them, they start with a water creation story. Something came out that water. You understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, if that's not just a little bit of a glimpse of the truth, it's a glimpse of the truth. It's covered in a lie, but it's a glimpse of the truth.
Oh yeah,
because I believe it wasn't just one man, one woman that came about them waters. It was many. We were all over the place.
And then you had the single cellular life that turned into multicellular life. And the thing about it, that's why I want to talk about evolution. This doesn't happen in 1 week, 1 year.
No.
We're talking billions of years. Things started changing. It's very, very slow process, but I mean, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Yes, sir.
You brought up a good point about the water. Yeah. It's the same water been on Earth ever since Earth had water.
Yeah. So I don't know why people think that the government doing something to the water and shit like that. It ain't nothing they can do that ain't already been done. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
It's just new to people's consciousness. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You're just now conscious of this. Like you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, now you know, type thing. You know what I mean?
Right. And we do understand water can be contaminated. We understand that. It can be.
It can.
Yeah, because factories produce and the waste get into the water. Whatever the factory is producing, the waste that comes from what they're producing gets into the water and contaminates. We understand that. We understand all that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a great show, and I hope everybody tune in so they can be informed, and then they can inform other people. Each one teach one. That's what it's all about. But
That's
I'm gonna
right.
get out of here, man.
I want folks to like, share, and subscribe. Uh, we just had like a 45-minute think tank, real quick. We just named
Right.
off of a lot of various topics that we're gonna be covering. I think that this show gonna be a smash hitter. You know what I mean? Like for real,
Yep.
for real. But
Definitely.
we just gotta get the folks involved, and at the end of the day, uh, people could walk off one of these lives and be educated. You know
Indeed.
what I'm saying?
Indeed.
They can
That's the
absolutely
goal.
be educated.
That's the goal.
We're also gonna have shows that's not live, but we're gonna release them where we kicking that knowledge, and so I want people to understand we're not just here to attack people or nothing like that, or attack information. We're here for the information. We just want to make sure we're giving out the right information.
That's the key. The right information.
Because knowledge is everywhere, but there's a certain thing of knowledge and right knowledge. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The way I've been trained is I want to make sure that I'm making sure that everything is on the square. I want to make sure that I'm giving out right knowledge. You know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong. Why would I go out here publicly and give people information that won't align with anything?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want people to understand what I'm saying, because it's people that set out and do that every day. They just wake up and say, "Hey, well, I'm gonna talk about this," and this is because I just believe this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, though, brother, I'm not gonna hold you. We gonna go ahead and get up off. Um, I like to honestly get this show cracking. And get some people on here, because apparently they're scared. I don't know what else they need.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see
I
them in
just
the
think,
back chat. Like 20 of them in the back chat.
well, yeah, they talk shit on Facebook, but they will not get on these calls. We
Nope.
have the ability to share our screen and everything else. We could show research. We could show books, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. Indeed.
This right here is like it's challenging me, because I'm looking at it like, how do I have a group this large, but none of these people want to go ahead and take it to the main stage?
Well, now we're going to get some new ones. We're going to get some new people coming in because they're going to see what we're presenting, and they're going to start coming on in.
Hey, but you see already, I've been putting folks out. I've been
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
them out, because
Yeah.
listen, if you took all that stuff, I didn't add you in here and you won't come in. Well, all right, well, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. That should have been done anyway.
Yeah, because you're not even showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
You asked to be added back here, and now you're not even showing up. I'm sorry, you got to go.
Gotta go. Yep. All right, brother Heru.
All right, bro.
Nice build.
Absolutely, man. We gonna do this again, and next show we gonna organize a little bit better. I know I threw this one out there on the spot, but next one we're gonna do it.
Right. The topic is going to be on evolution. I don't know what the title really is going to say, but it's dealing with evolution. So that's going to be the next one.
Yes, sir. And trust me, I'm gonna get with you so we can put together that research.
Okay.
I mean,
All
I'm already together, but
no. I see what you're saying. Right.
We're just gonna put it together, and that way, man, we're gonna do a evolutionary drive-by.
That's right. If they don't understand evolution now, they will.
That absolutely.
Exactly. All right, brother.
All right, peace to you, brother, man.
All right, cool, brother.
One love.
All right.